The routine you follow is the fundamental building block that decides whether you scale your business with speed or you don't scale at all. Yet most entrepreneurs are using a routine that completely destroys their focus and ability to do the hard work. You see, a few months ago, a 5-figure entrepreneur reached out to me asking for advice on focus and achieving peak performance. And after a few weeks of rebuilding his entire routine, he was able to get months worth of work done in weeks and focus for 6 to 8 hours every single day. And so today I'm going to break down the entire routine we built for him so you can basically just copy it and be able to reach those 8-hour flow states just like him in 24 hours. This isn't some random millionaire routine you'll find on YouTube. This is all based on neuroscience and what works for your brain. Okay, so this is the entire routine that allowed Sean to focus for 8+ hours a day and scale his business much faster. As you can see here, he was able to get months worth of work done in just weeks and focus for around 6 to 8 hours every single day. Now what we're going to go over is first why most routines never work, especially for entrepreneurs, the entire routine we built for Sean and basically the full breakdown so you can copy it, and it clears the action steps you can follow that will allow you to do the exact same thing as Sean. You see, when I first started my business, I would watch these millionaire productivity videos, these 7-figure entrepreneur routines, and what I'll do is basically just copy them. Right? It would be videos like this, and every single time I would do this, one or two things would happen. I'd either follow it for 3 days and just completely fall off after, or not follow it at all. And it was never consistent, and that was the main reason why I was never able to actually scale my business. My old business was cooperating, and throughout the entire time, I think after like 9 months, I didn't make any money simply because my routine was terrible. And that would mean I'd only focus for like 2-3 hours per day. And this isn't just me, because after hopping on over 400+ calls, man, with multiple entrepreneurs trying to fix their productivity, this happens to everyone, right? You know, they go through the routine cycle, which is what I call it. You know, they try new routines, and that leads to less focus and productivity. That leads to them burning out, and they try something else. And the main reason this never works is because you're actively fighting against what is built for your brain, right? Your brain right now has multiple different conditions that will make your routine, your chronotypes, your specific sleep pattern, what times you best go to sleep, what times you best wake up, your peak focus hours, your specific circadian rhythm, your energy cycles. And so when you're copying someone else's routine, a lot of it doesn't work. And this is why today I'm not going to show you his specific routine. What I'm going to show you is the building blocks so you can plug and play what is working for your brain and get rid of what isn't working. Okay, so this is the entire routine we gave Sean. Now this is something called the third bird structure, and we'll walk you through the 3 main structures of your routine that you can follow that is based on neuroscience. But basically this is the flow he would basically follow, right? He would wake up around 5 a.m, do his power hour ritual, which is like 30 minutes to 1 hour where you're just priming your brain for focus. So you're going to the bathroom, you're doing a cold shower, cold exposure, focus breathwork, journaling, and just setting a timer on like some kind of software to start your first work block. Then you go into your first flow block, which is usually just for around 2 hours. So literally by 7:30 a.m, he's already done 2 hours of deep work in a flow state, right? Then he would take a 5 to 10 minute break where he would just take his mind off work and not really do anything stimulating. You know, this could be just wall staring, this could be breath work, meditation, stuff like that. Then he would do a second flow block, which is an hour. Then he would do another stimulating release break. And then he would do something called active recovery, which is basically when you're resetting your nervous system, you're actively recovering the neurochemicals that allow you to actually enter that flow state to begin with. And then what you're doing is just doing a series of other tasks. Now, Sean has a very specific chronotype where basically he focuses the best very early in the morning, and he can't really focus that well after 3 p.m. And so us knowing that data, we didn't structure his routine where he wakes up at like 9 a.m, he works until 5 p.m. We structured it way differently to most people. And this is what you should be doing when you're trying to build your routine as an entrepreneur. You shouldn't be copying someone else's routine. You should be actually building your own for your specific chronotypes, for your specific energy cycles. But the thing is, Sean is able to do around 5 to 8 hours of deep work every single day and finish by 3 p.m. Right? He doesn't even really have to do anything after that point. Of course, he can carry on working until 6 p.m, but literally by 3 p.m, he can stop. And this is the difference between entrepreneurs that scale and those that don't. The entrepreneurs that scale have control over their time. They can stop work at 3 p.m. because they're focusing for 6 hours every single day. But the entrepreneurs that can't scale, they're trying to focus more, right? They're working from 8 a.m. to midnight, trying to actually focus on their work, but they can't. And that causes them to burn out and not really scale their business. And so this is the lifestyle you want. And the last thing we did was have a power down ritual where you lower your cortisol, you lower your energy level so you actually want to sleep, and you go to sleep on time. Now, he would usually sleep around 10 p.m. Okay, here are the different 3 morning chronotype variants you can kind of follow. The first one is a sleep to flow. This is one of the types we followed with Sean, and we kind of did a mixture of this one and the second one. But basically, this is when you wake up around 5 a.m, you just basically get to work around 60 seconds after waking up. You do a joint work block, which is usually around 2 to 3 hours. Then you do a power hour, so we do what we did here a bit later, where you can start to prime your brain for more focus, and then you just keep working on your next flow block. Now, the pros of this one is it will block distractions, right? When you wake up and you immediately get to work, the chances of you getting distracted is very low. And you also can get a day of work done by 9 AM, which is very powerful. You can stop your work at 9 AM if you wanted to. The cons of this though is your power hour is at risk, right? You might wake up a bit tired, and you might wake up not feeling the best to actually work, and you might feel very unproductive if you're stressed, which is not a good thing. If you're naturally a stressed person and you're managing a team, this might not be the best one for you. The second one is the nervous system primer. This is kind of like the third build of the bear. This is when you wake up around 7:30 AM, and your routine is the power hour upon waking, your work block, your phone check, mini recovery, next work block. So a very similar one to what we've done with Sean. Obviously a mixture of these as well. This one obviously prioritizes your nervous system for a reset, which is great for stressful periods of work, right? If you're naturally stressed, this is the one for you. But the thing is, deep work is harder later in the day. It's very hard to do deep work around 3-5 PM. And this is why we also stop deep work around that point, and he does just shallow work, tasks that don't really matter that much. The last one is very rare, and you shouldn't really do this unless you are the night owl or the wolf, right? This is when you usually wake up around 9 AM, you do a power hour upon waking, and you actually do the opposite of what most people do inside their routine. So you've probably heard most people, what they do is they start their deep work in the morning. When you're the night owl, you want to do the opposite. You want to do shallow work in the morning, and around 5 PM is when you actually start doing your flow state sessions. It's a very weird, and like I said, this is only if you're that type of person where you focus the best after 5 PM and you just can't focus before. Now this is obviously very good with the night owl chronotype. Now the cons of this is obviously evening deep work sessions are dissipated, and for example, a lot of people finish work at this time. So your family members, friends will finish work at this time, and you're starting it. So it can be increased levels of distractions, which is also why we have a distraction management session before your flow block. And then you also have a risk of compressed sleep, so you might just get into this big flow state where you just don't want to go to sleep, which can happen to some people. So these are the three main kind of morning routine variations that you can kind of follow and you can kind of pick from. Notice how I haven't just shoved the routine down your throat and told you to follow it. I'm giving you the 3 options here to follow, depending on your chronotype, depending on the conditions. Now this is the actual structure Sean followed when he actually went through his routine. Now we're going to walk you through exactly why certain things are like this. Now the first thing we're doing is we're waking up. Obviously we're waking up, and what you can do is you can either go to work or do a power hour ritual. Now the power hour ritual is designed to actually increase your energy, make sure you're focused a bit more as well. If you're naturally very unenergized in the morning, this is the one you want. And so Sean would do this one obviously, but you can also choose to work as soon as you wake up. Then you would get into your first flow block. There's a very specific way we structure these, and it's basically with the task you're working on, the duration it's going to happen for, and the timings relating to the routine, right? Then you put the steps to complete each task. You can see this with Sean's routine here. Basically, he would put the flow block, the task, 2 hours, the timings for the routine, and he would put the steps to complete. This activates many different flow triggers, and a flow trigger is basically something that helps us reach flow state once we're consistently and on command. The main one being immediate feedback, right? When you constantly get this feedback from completing these small checkpoints inside the task that will release dopamine and cause you to stay in flow state. So that's what we'll do first, and you kind of do this with every single flow block. Then you do a release break. This is when you take your mind off work, you're allowing your brain to breathe and rest for around 5 to 10 minutes. Like I said, more Sterling meditation, breath work the best here. You can also get sunlight or do anything like that. You go into another flow block, then you do something called a recovery session. This is when you do something called neurochemical restoration, where you're basically restoring all the neurochemicals for flow state. Because naturally what happens is, after around 2-3 hours of in flow state, your brain will start to not have the neurochemicals to actually enter it again. So this is norepinephrine, dopamine, these are the front end ones. The maintenance chemicals, so the chemicals that keep you inside a flow state, are serotonin and endorphins and anandamide and oxytocin and stuff. So we want to actually spend time recovering these neurochemicals so we can get back into it. The big mistake most people make is they try to go straight back into another flow block, which causes them to really struggle with focus. So you can do things like exercise, cold exposure, saunas, walks and stuff. The third flow block is basically the exact same thing for the other ones. I used to do the exact same format. You do another release break, then you do another flow block, then you do another recovery session. So this is the second one, doing the exact same type of thing. You have your cutoff time, or you can start to do shallow work or like other tasks, which you did see Sean do, and do a power down ritual, then you go to sleep. Now a power down ritual is basically the opposite of a power hour ritual. It's where we want to lower our cortisol. It's where we want to avoid blue light, stop eating food, start planning our day, basically just start to lower our stimulation in all areas. So we actually want to go to sleep on time and basically make our day so boring that we want to go to sleep. And if you do that, you'll be able to go to sleep on time every single night. So this is the entire routine we gave Sean, and honestly man, if you follow this consistently, you will be able to get the exact same results. Now I'm not saying you should follow the exact same routine as Sean, because obviously his chronotype is a bit different to yours, but you can follow this specific format. So the first thing I want you to do is actually find what your chronotype is. There's multiple different quizzes you can find online, but basically you want to find this, choose one of these 3 kind of morning starts and these routine structures, then start to follow this. And there's a very specific reason why we've got a flow block, release break, flow block, then the recovery session, and we kind of repeat that format because this is the flow state cycle. This is what neuroscientists found is the way we actually enter our flow state and progress into our flow state. We have struggle, release, flow, and recovery. Struggle is the first flow block, release obviously is the second part of the flow cycle, then we have the main flow state session, then we have the recovery session, and you repeat that throughout the entire day. This will allow you to enter a flow state for around 2-3 times for 2 hours each. And boom, that's 6, maybe even 8 hours if you go into a 4th one, which Sean was able to do. So if you're an entrepreneur right now and you're making between 5 to 10k per month online, you're struggling to focus on your work, and you know if you could focus more, you'd actually be able to scale your business faster. Click the first link in the description to book a free one-to-one coaching call with me, where I'll help you implement this entire flow state system and give you multiple other systems to help you enter the flow states on command. Have an amazing day, man. Peace.